Little torch review tonight. If you follow my channel, you'll know that OLIGHT were kind enough to send me through a couple of torches to check out. The first, which we did a couple of days ago, was the little brass limited edition i5T, a 300 lumen single AA cell torch. So if that's of interest to you, please check out that video. It's on my channel. But for tonight, the second torch we're looking at is their brand new release, the Freya. So the Freya is something a bit different to any torch I've seen before, and what makes it so very different is the fact it's got multiple colours for signalling purposes. So it's got red, green and blue, and it's just a really interesting little torch. So inside the packaging, nice magnetic snap packaging, as you'll find with most OLIGHT products. You've got a carry case, and within that you've got something which looks a bit different as well. You've got your torch tucked away in a little branded silicone sleeve, and if we pop it out, you'll see everything gets a little bit more normal at that point. It's very nicely machined, and we'll come into close-ups in a minute just to have a look at how the torch is put together. But fairly standard looking little torch there, silicone sleeve, and that's to help with the signalling, so that just goes over the top. And you've got one of those traffic direction wands. The output of the red, green and blue lights isn't hugely powerful. It doesn't have huge throw, so it's not about illuminating huge areas in red, green or blue. It's round about signalling. So that end connector is, or the silicone sleeve rather, is really helpful to achieve that signalling functionality. Also in the pack, you'll find a couple of the standard items. You'll find the USB magnetic charging device, which is pretty foolproof, charges on the end cap there. Also a momentary switch for easy access to the main white light settings on the end there, but really nice USB charger. Always find those quite nice to use. And also in the pack you'll find a pocket clip, and OLIGHT do a really nice pocket clip, two-way, so you can do it tip up or tip down. So you've got the sort of double bend in there, so you can pin it either way. And all I'd say is that actually once you get to a torch of that sort of size, it's quite considerably larger than your single cell AA sort of model. And to be honest, I don't think I'll be popping that in my pocket with a clip, to be honest. And also when you put it away in its pouch, if you've got the clip on, the silicone sleeve isn't going to fit on. So nice option, but for me, not something I'll be using. So just looking at the main functionality of the torch, so the sort of the headline figures is that this is a 1750 lumen torch. It's got a 360 meter throw, and it's powered by a single 2170 cell tucked away in the back here. Nice machining, nice threads. There's your cell, OLIGHT branded cell. It has obviously the red, green and blue functionality. It's got operation either from the side button, where you can get access to the red, green and blue, also moonlight and strobe, or you've got a simple momentary switch on the end there, which allows you to have access to the main two settings. So very quickly, just going through the functionality. If you use the side button, it's a simple on-off, and then once it's on, simple hold down will allow you to cycle through each of the colours, and then on to moonlight. Very low output moonlight there. I think that's 5 lumens output. If you do a double click, you get onto the high and low outputs. So first of all, you've got the 300 lumen low output, and then double click again and you're onto the 1750. And if you do a triple click, you move on to the strobe. In terms of throw, for high beam at 1750 lumens, you've got a throw of 360 meters. The low setting, which is an output of 300 lumens, you've got a throw of 150 meters. And then moving on to the red, green and blue settings, These really aren't all about illumination. As I say, these are for signalling. So on the red, with a 30 lumen output, you've got a 12 meter throw. Green, you've got the higher output at 60 lumens and 19 meters. And finally at blue, lowest output of all of them, 25 lumens and only 8 meter throw. One of the interesting things that you'll have picked up there, I think, will have been that the light will change intensity due to proximity of your hand, or indeed the silicone sleeve, and that's to stop heat build-up in the lens. Got a very clever little sensor, and we'll just come in to check that out through some close-ups. Just coming in for some close-ups here. One of the first things you see about any OLIGHT torch is they've really got their 3D machining nailed. Always really great quality, really nice black anodizing or powder coating or whatever it is, the treatment that they put on these. On the head here you've got a really nice sort of turbine, sort of fin pattern going on. I assume there's a bit of heat dissipation, but also looks really, really cool. Got the side switch there, little blue anodized ring around it, and obviously in operation. Turn that on. You've got the power level indicated there. So green means fully charged, it'll go amber, and red beyond that. On the end you've got the momentary switch accessing the main 2 white light settings, also acting as a charging point for their USB charger. Little lanyard hole there. On the head of the torch, slightly larger head than you'll see on most OLIGHTs of this nature or this output, but obviously you've got the main LED cell in the centre there, then you've got red, green and blue LEDs around the edge. It does have quite a little bit of a silhouette because of that arrangement on your beam, and this little black dot here is a proximity sensor. So if you're using the silicone sleeve for signalling, you're not going to overheat the lens. Equally, if it accidentally turns on in your pocket, it will drop to a lower setting if anything's within a distance of that sensor. So normally it's sort of around about sort of 3 to 6 inches, I've noticed. So no real risk of overheating. Nice blue anodized crenulated bezel. The main reason why I like bezels of that nature is that if you store your torch head down, you can see the light spill if you accidentally activate it. Well, that pretty much brings us to the end of the video. I hope that was useful. If you haven't seen the Freya before, hopefully that's given you a bit of an idea about the functionality. I think this is a brand new torch from OLIGHT. Really nice, great quality, and thank you very much to OLIGHT for providing it. Links below, and for full disclosure, it's an affiliate link, so if you shop with OLIGHT, you do help the channel make more videos. If you haven't seen my channel before, please check it out. Bit of flashlights, outdoor footwear, quality boots, bit of denim, everyday carry, fountain pens, pen knives, that sort of stuff. Bit of guitar, bit of running. Do check it out, might share some other common interests. If you thought this video was useful, please give it a thumbs up. If you've got the Freya yourself or any other OLIGHTs, please do share your views and experiences in the comments below. And that's about it. Okay, thank you very much. Bye bye.